is I measured from here all the way to that flange, which was... I do have the RX7 back on the hoist. I'm doing some maintenance to it. I wanted to look back and say, hey guys, this is how I did it. So let's quickly jump into this video. Had a little motivational chat with Tyler yesterday because I was having getting kind of frustrated because it seemed like this is taking a little bit longer than expected. That's how projects go. They take longer than you think. I was supposed to be racing like the beginning of this month and that never happened. Right now that looks like poo, I know, but the welder I have is not meant for what I'm trying to do. You're gonna have to use whatever is at your disposal. I have something to tack it in place and then I can take it to work and weld it properly like you've seen with the other mount. What's gonna happen, do same thing as before. I'm gonna have to heat up this section and I'm gonna have to bring it into here and then I'll weld it in place. This is definitely the preferred method to weld anything. No face shield, no nothing. Just put it in place and hope you don't blind yourself. I guess that'll work. I had to relocate the engine mounts again, so this is sitting a lot closer. We had to move the engine over. Unfortunately, the exhaust manifold is touching down there. I did some funny business where I ground the exhaust manifold, made this whole cutaway for the bolt. I was so proud of myself. And then put it in, lowered the car down. It changed where the spot sits. So now it's rubbing. So that was for nothing. Welding cast iron, by the way, not recommended. Not unless you have that nickel plated rod, which is expensive. So it may crack, it may not. I don't really care. Well, I've got this nice engine mount painted. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in place. And we've got the engine mount all done for the top part. So we're going to go ahead and put that in a couple minutes. Welcome to another day of my 1 month drift car build that's turned into a 3 month drift car build. So today we're going to be dealing with our fuel lines. Now when I pulled this engine out, I cracked the fuel rail because it came up against the back of it. My only hope is that I didn't damage an injector. So we're going to try, these seem to be flexible lines, so hopefully we can pull them apart. I don't know if you can. If not, then we're going to have to go with plan B, which is removing the throttle body. I don't know how well that's going to go. But yeah, so what we've got to do is we've got the fuel lines coming out the passenger side of the car. And so what we have to change is so that it's sitting like this. And then what we're going to do here is this little piece here, we're going to end up removing completely. So it's not going to, it doesn't say fuel line on it, so it better be fuel line or I'm going to be pissed. So 225 psi, so that's good enough. We're not gonna get up that high. This is our fuel line. We're gonna attach it to here. Big thing when you're doing fuel systems, you have to know what system does what. So we know that our fuel filter will go into our pressure side. The regulated side is going to be the return side. So you don't want to have regulated pressure going in. You want regulated pressure going out. So that's how they do it with Ford anyways. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to disconnect the rail and we're going to pop this baby out and then put this other fuel rail in. Hopefully it goes like like that. Before I go to work today, though, I want to measure. So I've got both the drive shafts laying here. So this is the Ford one, and look at how small the Mazda one is. I'm gonna quickly measure my drive shaft, and I'll show you real fast. I don't know where I put my tape measure. There. Measure twice. 34 and a quarter. Yeah. So this is the drive shaft. That little piece I showed you in the video is I just slide this in here. Okay, so you see where that end mark is. That's as far as you want to put in. And then what you want to do is you want to measure from here all the way to the flange where your diff is going to mount. So what I did is I measured from here all the way to that flange, which was 34.5. I used the Ford on the one end, and then I used RX7 on the other end. I wanted to thank you guys for watching this episode of South Down Garage. I know that the audio is a little bit off and the video is a little bit off, but this is a little bit older of a video, and I wanted to make sure that I got it out so that people saw what happened, because it was kind of fun, to be honest. It was terrifying and fun because it was the first time I've ever done an engine swap before. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I also had a lot of headache, and I kind of got, as you can tell in the video, I got a little discouraged because it takes a little bit longer than you always expect. Every time you do any work on a vehicle, it's never gonna always go as easy, especially when you're doing major projects you've never done before. So don't get discouraged. Get friends to give you support, and you yourself can do exactly the same thing. It just takes time, and it just takes support, because that's the biggest thing, because you don't want to give up. You get so far, you're like, oh man, like stuff's not going my way. Start getting on communities, whether it's online, in person, and get that assistance to help get you through that project. If you like this video, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let us know how we did in the comments, what you want to see more. If you want me to go more in depth into a specific system, let me know. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day. Take care, and we'll see you on another episode of South Down Garage.